taste.
When you think of Canberra in the spring, you must think of Floriade. Acres and acres of glorious colour, filled with food, wine and song. It's such a wonderful festival, you could describe it as the happiest place on earth. And I've found a gorgeous local who epitomises Canberra. He loves food and wine and works with pollies. I'm not so sure he really is a local, though.
Bonjour, Lindy.
Bonjour. Thank you so much for cooking for us. Now, what are you going to make?
We're going to make a flavoured crème brûlée with lavender.
Beautiful. So, should we get started?
We can. So we're going to bring this cream to the boil with this dehydrated lavender. It's a bit early in the season now to have the fresh lavender, so we can use dry.
Wonderful. Would you like me to start whisking the egg yolks?
Yes, please.
Do I put sugar in?
Yes. We need to put 3 tablespoons per egg yolk.
Comme ça?
Comme ça. Voilà, très bien. We need to use this fresh vanilla. That's a lot better than vanilla extract. And it's so nice. This one comes from Madagascar. And the place where I came from, Reunion Island, we grow vanilla as well. I like it so much that I call my daughter Vanille, which means vanilla in French.
And what sort of places have you cooked since you've been in Australia?
Many different places, German embassy, Italian embassy, recently the French embassy. And it's a good experience about food, but about how we manage the stress as well. Now, we've got this crème nearly infused, so we're going to just pour this.
Should I be whisking while you're pouring?
Yes, please, because otherwise this cream is so hot.
It'll cook the egg.
Yes.
Do you do this often, cooking with flowers?
I do that sometime. There is many kind of flowers that we can use all along the year, like nasturtium. Is that the right pronunciation?
It is.
Nasturtium. We can use pansy. And actually, I'm pretty sure there is a lot of people who eat flowers without knowing they eat flowers. Cauliflowers, broccoli, artichoke, capers, they are flowers.
Is that okay?
That's perfect.
Parfait.
That's perfect. Parfait.
I'm going to let you do this.
Très bien. It is very simple recipe and romantic. It's a recipe that any gentleman should remember. You just imagine that on a nice plate with flowers around the crème brûlée. What do you think about that?
Well, we might see that shortly because we've got to pop this in the oven and then come back.
Yes. Now, we need to make this caramel using just white sugar and then just a bit of water. We just need to cover this sugar. We don't want to make it too wet, otherwise it's going to take too long. While the caramel is cooking, we're going to prepare this salad. That's going to be a garnish with crème brûlée. So we just need to chop this stevia.
Now this is
finely.
looking brown to me. This is looking like it's the right
That's
colour.
perfect, yes.
So we should turn it off.
Yes,
Okay.
turn it off. Now I'm going to chop this peppermint as well and put it together with the stevia and the fresh flowers.
Beautiful pansies.
Then I do the dressing with a bit of lavender syrup.
So that's a sugar syrup infused with lavender.
As simple as that. Now a bit of lemon juice.
Just so that's a nice bit of acidity against the sweetness.
Yes.
And now the fun.
Now the fun. You need to be very careful with...
you need to be very, very careful.
Yeah. We need to let it cool down a little bit. Now we just put it on this baking paper gently, and you see, you just make some nice strips and then crisscross, and that will be used on the top of the crème brûlée as a garnish. If you feel more confident, you can do some other things like this flower.
Ah, beautiful. How many of these have you made in your life?
More than I could eat, Lindy. A lot. Now, I just want to show you another one, just with your fingers. You just wait for the sugar to be just warm, and then you make some loops between your fingers. It's not that hot, just do it at the right time. And now we've got this beautiful flower.
Magnifique.
Yes, magnifique.
We need to caramelize the top.
Caramelize the top of the crème brûlée. So just cover this crème brûlée with...
This is caster sugar or just ordinary sugar?
It's just ordinary sugar.
Right, but a blowtorch.
A blowtorch,
Now
yes.
that is industrial quality. Okay, let's try it.
And we just want to have a golden brown color.
Oh, I'm burning it a bit.
It's all right.
There we go. It doesn't take very long, does it?
Et voilà.
Et voila.
This caramel is still a bit soft. We want to stick this decoration while it's still warm. And we're going to stick it on the top.
Aha, very clever, because then the toffee will set.
Yes.
And be beautifully
Yes,
crisp.
yes.
Okay.
Now we put this crème brûlée on the plate.
And what a beautiful dessert, especially for Floriade.
Yes, it is.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci et bon appétit.
Take